Probably because my microphone wasn't on. Amazing how that works. Hi, Gloria. Hello, everyone. I hope that you, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? The microphone button had a through it. So I thought that meant you can't hear me. So tell me if you can hear me now. And I usually also have my headphone on. I don't know if that's better for the listening. Oh, I can hear myself now. Hi from Georgia. I'm going to see if this works, if this headphone. Okay. Dun 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 dun. Hi from Australia. Hi. Cool, you are very far away. I'm horizontal and you can hear me. That is great news. That's 2 thumbs up. Hi from Idaho. Man, I hate doing these lives late at night like this. 8 o'clock is very late for me. I eat dinner and then I sit around like, when am I going to go live? I'm giving, there's only 13 people watching, so I think people found me. What's up, Carissa? While we're not like talking yet about stuff, I want to explain to you what I just did. So I invited myself to join my own video on a separate phone. This is my only works on Wi-Fi phone. It's just an old phone. And I was going to show you something on that phone, but what happened was I was logged into Designs by Little B on both phones. So on both my YouTube accounts. That went this one and this one. And so when I tried to make this one go away, this one was like, oh, she's gone now. And then it stopped all of them. And it couldn't decide which me to show, the me right here or the me over there. It was really weird. Oh my gosh, Gloria said I was here at 8 Eastern. Thank you, I'm worth the wait. Gloria is part of our story this evening. So, I'm glad she waited around. Okay, so something I want to talk about because Hi, baby. There's Maxie. He wants to make an appearance. Hello, Maxie, you have schmutz all over your shirt.
Sweet tea.
He just spilled sweet tea on his shirt. I promise. They bathe and they have clean clothes. It has been a snow day and tomorrow's going to be one too. So this is what it's going to be like. People running around in the background. So the first thing I want to talk about, and I made a list. You should be really proud. The first thing I want to talk about, you guys know that I sold my embroidery machine. A cat just used the bathroom in here. That's disgusting. It was her. Oh my God, I've got to get my own shed again when I move. I have to do it. This is ridiculous. I can't pause this video. So, you guys know I sold my embroidery machine. I sold her. Maxie! Just hold, please. Maxie! Hang on. I've got to get this kitty litter. This is disgusting. It's like I live in Okay, I'm sure you heard that because I'm wearing my headphones. It's okay. We're almost all moms here. We all get it. We all have pets and households. It's fine. Oh, God, like that cat. Yeah, would you please scoop that one? Thank you. I'll give you $1.
Heck yeah.
That's what they do for $1. So I sold my embroidery machine on Friday to a nice gal named Kristen. I believe she's a regular customer. She may be watching this right now. Hello, Kristen. And thank you, baby. And I was a little freaked out about not having an embroidery machine. And I also have so many supplies. You can see now that I've got my camera facing the right way. All of these supplies that I have, this was all moved over from the shed. It still looks like this. It's fine. Everything's fine. And like, I know where everything is here. So before I sold my machine, in the 2 weeks, I think I gave myself like 3 weeks to stitch anything I need to stitch out, right? And so I sold my machine on Friday. I went out of town with the missus. I don't think I've ever said that before. That's really funny. I went out of town with my spouse, and we went to visit her good friends in Alabama, where she's from, and just spent the weekend like decompressing, because I had worked my tail off for the 3 weeks before I sold my machine. Thank you, Maxie. I love you.
I'll get some air freshener, I'll tell.
He said he'll bring some air freshener. I love it. I love it. I love this kid. So in the 3 weeks before I sold my machine, Guten Morgen. Hey, Deutschland. I know that's Germany. Look at me go. In the 3 weeks before I sold my machine, I worked my tail off. I stitched so much stuff. Hundreds of projects and a few tutorials, so that I would have designs and things to talk to you about and to list while I didn't have my machine, because I've never been without a machine since I started embroidering. So I needed, things to do and have on deck, if you will. And so we went to Alabama, and we came back on Monday. Didn't get home till like dinner time. What's up, Cindy? And so then yesterday, Tuesday, that's Tuesday, right? And then today, Wednesday, I've been catching up on emails. And then today I spent all day installing hardware, snaps, eyelets, whatnot, and taking pictures of some of the sets that I made to sell in the big sale on Saturday. If you don't know, I'll tell you now before you get bored and hop off of here. I have a sale on my website. It's called the Supply, Scrap, and Sample Sale, Saturday at 8 a.m. Central Time, Gloria, for you. And I will have sets that I've stitched out, not to like be dramatic or anything, or self-important, but these are the last things that I stitched out with my girl Iola, my brother, Six Needle. So I think they're really special. And I will also have some boxes of vinyl scraps and sheets, like random. A couple of boxes of fabric, if you're into that. These will be flat rate boxes that will be shipped to you. I will have, hey Melinda, I will have a few handbags with matching sets with them, like that I had always intended to like do something with maybe, and I never did. And I even have a hoodie, an Ariel and Flounder hoodie that I thought, I don't know about Marketplace, I don't know about eBay, but I'm going to put this thing on my website. It's brand new, and I never wore it. And so it's just kind of a hodgepodge of things from my office. And Gloria said her boxes are always more than you expect and super stuff. Yeah, we pack a lot in there. Thank you, Amy. Amy said, love my hair. It looks really weird. It looks like ombre. It's not. It's this office light. The office light I have right here, I should probably turn off. It's way bright and offensive, but yeah, it looks kind of cool. It's kind of a bluish purplish. So that sale is Saturday, this Saturday, 3 days from today, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 3 days from today at 8 a.m. Central Time. And I'm going to show you some of the sets that I have, that I'm going to have on the website. The boxes will be just a flat rate box. They're like a shoebox size, or bigger than a shoebox size. And I will just put chunks of and sheets and scraps of vinyl in them, as many as I can fill up. I think I'm only going to have like 3 or 4. Just things I'm not moving across the country because I'm going to start over again out there. So in all of that stitching, so I wanted to get that out of the way. If you don't listen to anything else I say, come to my website Saturday morning, February 22nd at 8 a.m. Central Time. There will be a lot of good stuff on here that you will want to get. And if you feel similarly nostalgic to me about your embroidery machine, then you will know why I think it's such a big deal. That's better. Okay. I thought the desk lamp would be better. It's not. So I'm going to show you a few sets that I'm going to have for sale. There are several different themes. I'm going to talk to you about a new family member who you can see, who is actually right there. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. And how we came about acquiring that new family member, and how this weekend turned into some kind of like rift in the fabric of time for me with the embroidery machine saga. But first, I want to tell you really quickly, because I put together hardware for and photographed and edited 35 sets today. 35 sets of doodads. You know I make key fobs, so 35 sets of key fobs. And in doing so, I learned a little something that I want to pass along to you that I think I already knew, but like I just want to tell you. So I want to impart upon you the importance of quality supplies for your in the hoop embroidery. If you do sewing and embroidery with fabric, you know that there's different qualities of fabric. And it's no different when we talk about machine embroidery, especially with in the hoop designs. And one thing I learned today, and this is just off the top of my head because I dealt with this today and I got very frustrated and might have said some bad words. And so I use this crocodile for my eyelets. And today I was installing eyelets, and I found all these eyelets. Oh, I threw that one on the floor. I found all these eyelets that I remember buying from a scrapbook store. And they were super cheap, and I just went, oh, an eyelet's an eyelet is an eyelet. And so I was using, hey, stop that. Be nice. Stop it. One of my cats is a jerk. And she's mean to all the other ones. She's the same one that pooped in here while I was sitting here. She's a jerk. So one of the things I found about these eyelets, I'm going to do this. This is so that it'll focus on my eyelet. Do you see how this eyelet is yellow all the way down? I don't know what you call it, cylinder part of the eyelet is yellow and the front of the eyelet is yellow. And I want you to notice the difference in that and this one. This one has a silver base and the front has the color. Okay. Don't buy these ones that have the paint all the way down. And this is my opinion. It's worth exactly what you paid for it to watch this. Although you can send me a super chat. It's like a virtual tip if I give you a good tip.
Hello. First of all, it's snowing a lot. And second of all, I could not find air refreshener. So do you want some hand sanitizer?
Sure, baby. Thank you, baby. That's good. Thank you, baby.
Look outside.
Oh, it is snowing.
A lot.
Yay. Cool. Hand sanitizer smells good, buddy. So, and this is my opinion. These eyelets suck. I don't know how else to say it. They're impossible to smush. And I don't know what it is about like the painted. It's like it's just so thick. And I need to just throw them away. Boom. I hate them. And so I want to advertise for a website. I don't get anything from it. But there's a website called Eyelet Outlet, because I also get some of my eyelets on Amazon. And you kind of don't know what you're getting. I mean, yeah, you see a picture, but like you get them from all different places, right? Like you might get Whiteman's from one place. And how he tiptoed in. I know, he's so cute. Hey, Catalina. And so don't get them from Amazon for 17 reasons. But one of them being, if you go to this website called eyeletoutlet.com, they sell all of these good eyelets that will smush for you and that will not make you say bad words. They have a silver base, and it's just much easier to smush. And the price is comparable. They're not way expensive. She's in here again in the litter box. They're not way expensive. It's just a similarly priced item, and you know you're getting all the ones that you can actually use, and you're not just getting them from whatever seller on Amazon or wherever else. And I believe it's a family-run and United States-based business. I talk to this gal often. She's given me coupon codes and has given away eyelets and gift certificates to her site when I've had a big sale. She's always there when I ask for something I can do as a giveaway. And so I just had that thought today. I was smushing eyelets and I was like, this is ridiculous. And so I wanted to tell you guys about eyeletoutlet.com. Not sponsored, don't get anything for saying it, but I like to save people from saying bad words while they're embroidering or putting their projects together when I can. And that's one way that I feel like I can. We're doing caffeine free tonight because we are not trying to disrupt our sleep with a soda at 8 o'clock at night. So check out Eyelet Outlet because it does make a difference. Your supplies that you use, just like the fabric that you use when you're sewing, there's different qualities of fabric and there's different qualities of supplies that we use for our In the Hoop projects. And you want your stitching to be as stress-free as possible, right? I do. So, next. And along that line, a little personal addendum is we've been cleaning a lot. We've been selling things, donating things, Facebook Marketplace, all the things. And I have come across some, I just found something I've been looking for. I've been coming across a lot of things that I bought a long time ago and I haven't ever used. And I just brought them from the shed. They've moved out to the shed and now they've moved in here again. And for instance, today, my wife was making something for herself. She had the iron out and she had, hey Ben, that's the other one. She had the iron out and she's like, I figured out how to use the Badge Ultra, Heat and Bond Ultra. It's for patches. And she was ironing things all over, like pieces of fabric all over this denim vest. She was just crafting away. And I was like, good for you. That's great. I'm happy you're happy crafting. Well, then later, I was cleaning up after her, because I told her I would. And I found the bag for that Heat and Bond Ultra or Heat and Bond patch. I'll link it below after I get done with this video. It's what you use to make any kind of fabric into a patch or into an iron-on thing. It is so awesome. And I was cleaning up and I found the bag for that roll of Heat and Bond and there was none left. Like it was all the peel away paper and there was none left. And my first thought was like, she used all my Heat and Bond patch stuff. And like immediately after I thought that, that's the jerk cat right there. Immediately after I thought that, I thought, Melissa, you bought that 2 weeks ago and you have not touched it. And it was sitting right next to this, which happens to be right next to me, sitting right next to the Heat and Bond light sewable, this that hasn't been opened. I don't even know what this is. I don't remember buying it. I don't know where it came from. And I thought to myself, now, what kind of person I would love to do those cans, those soda cans. I'll try to do more, Catalina. I thought to myself, what kind of person, oh, she just commented and said there's half a roll left. Okay, but still, I thought to myself, what kind of person, like in their head, admonishes someone for using a craft product that they bought to be used? Like, this stuff I essentially hoard in here. And it's not until I'm moving 6 states away, or 7 states, 8 states, question mark? I don't know, look at a map. And I'm going through stuff and I'm feeling like, look at all this stuff I haven't used. And I even sometimes find something like a piece of fabric. Hey, if you want to come in here and say hi, come say hi, but don't do that.
I was going to ask you.
Okay. Ask me what?
I was going to ask you.
You can do that. Maxie did scoop something really bad for you. But yeah, you can do that. That's great. Thank you, buddy. Sometimes I'll find something that I want to use and I think, oh no, I bought this like I was going to save it for something special. And I'm like, what the hell, pardon my French, is special? Like, what's the special occasion, Melissa? When are you going to use the fabric? When are you going to use the zippers? When are you going to use it? So I wrote down on my page, use the thing. And I wanted to tell you guys on a video to use the thing. That fabric that you bought, you're saving stuff for a special occasion, you bought it and you don't know what to use it. Because life is short and you could move across the country. I'm kidding, not that. But like, use the thing. And that should be like a hashtag, use the thing. Like that fabric that you bought at the quilting show 2 years ago and you haven't touched it, use it for something. Make something nice for yourself. And I just wanted to say that out loud because I had to chastise myself today for having a crappy attitude because I was like, why are you getting mad at her for using something that you bought intending to use it? Like she's doing what you wanted to do with it, you know? Thank you, baby. Chores. And it actually reminds me really quick, if you don't mind me telling one story. You're good, baby. If you don't mind me telling one more story, I had a friend decades ago who was getting a divorce and she was going through their stuff to separate, and like his and hers, their stuff, and she got to this china, the china in the china cabinet that they'd been given for their wedding. They were married like 10 years, so it wasn't like fast. Like they'd been married like 10 years. They had never, she made this post on, I think it was MySpace. It was whatever we had like 15, 18 years ago. And she made this post about the china. And she said, we got this for our wedding and we did not use it once. It went into the china cabinet. It looks really pretty. We never used it. And I think of her name was Kim. I think of her a few times a year at least when I find a shirt in my closet that I wanted to wear, you know, sometime for something and then I never wore it. Or when I'm going through craft supplies and I found this fabric that I'm just crazy about and I'm like, well, I don't want to cut into that. Or when I'm going through my stickers for my planner and I think, oh, these are special stickers. I don't want to use these. You guys, life is short. Use the stickers, cut into the fabric, eat off the fine china. Okay, that's just my totally non-embroidery related, somewhat life advice for you tonight. And now I'm going, okay, would you rather me show you the sets I'm going to sell on Saturday or tell you about my new family member first? I don't know. I think Gloria's here and life is short, so we're going to talk about it. So about a year and a half ago, I went to an OESD, OQSE, Original Sewing and Quilting Expo, OSQE, event in Lebanon, Tennessee, as we say it. It is not Lebanon, it's Lebanon. This was October of 2023, a year and a half ago. I went to this event. I was just schmoozing around and making a few small purchases, and I saw a dealer that was there with some 10 needle machine I've never had before. Not that I've never heard of. It might have been a Juki. It might have been something else. I don't know. It was a multi-needle embroidery machine. And I am a greedy capitalist when it comes to needles. The more the better. And so I whipped out my driver's license and said, I'm going to apply for a loan for this embroidery machine, just out of the blue. And I told my Facebook group, I might have even been live. I told my Facebook group, I'm applying for a loan for this embroidery machine, you guys. And then, like, with quick result, the computer screen popped up like a sad face. It said, no, not her. Absolutely not. So I said, well, that makes sense. And then I just kind of went about my day. Well, this customer, who's been a customer of mine for a while, and a friend too, she emails me and she says, I know this is crazy, but I've got this 12 needle Happy embroidery machine. I don't ever use it. I've got a different one that I use, and if you want it, if you will come get it, it's yours. No cost to you. And I went like, whoa. So, as fate would have it, we were going north, south, east. We were going to East Tennessee to meet some friends for our anniversary. Our wedding anniversary is November 12th. And we were going to East Tennessee anyway. And Gloria lives past that. And so I said, you know what? We could make a weekend out of it. I talked to Kelly. She said, great idea. Like, are you serious? Like, she wants to give it to you? I said, yeah, she wants to give it to me. Like, what the heck? So what we did was we left for our weekend cabin with friends for our anniversary. We left early. We overshot Gatlinburg and went to Gloria's house, beautiful house, and picked up this 12 needle Happy embroidery machine. So it just sat in my car all weekend. And then we took it home. So a year goes by and this machine just is chilling. Like, this is a commercial embroidery machine. It is not like a brother. So I didn't really know how to use it, It's also old. It's about 20 years old, maybe a little more. And a year goes by. And when we started talking about the serious possibility of moving last fall, Kelly was like, we've got to do something with the Happy. Like, you have to figure out how to use it. And so I sat down with it. I put a flash drive in it. I tried to use it. I couldn't figure it out. It was giving me like some kind of error messages. I didn't know what to do. So we took it to a shop that is somewhat nearby. I'm not going to say where. We took it to a shop, and the repair person, who was admittedly not a Happy repair person and did not know, shut your mouth, did not know about Happies. He tells me that this thing is like, oh, Gloria, thank you, I will. This is Mr. Baby. He does not meow, he screams. He just opens his mouth and sounds come out. Very annoying. So we took it to this place, and this mechanic, what do you call him, repair guy, who admittedly did not work on Happies, he tells me this thing is a paperweight. Like, they don't even make parts for it anymore, and the motherboard is fried or something. He said some words to me and just basically said it's a brick, and I don't know what to tell you. So I was like, oh, crap. You know, that was in December. So we brought the Happy back home and put it back, and I told Gloria, I said, I don't know how to tell you this, but this guy said that this machine is a brick. And she said, no, it's not. And I said, okay, I trust you. I'm getting a second opinion from somebody who actually works on Happies, like probably what I should have done in the first place. So last weekend, we were going to Alabama to visit friends anyway. Do you see where I'm going with this? Do you know what is in between South Nashville and Birmingham-ish, Alabama? Ken's Sewing Center in Muscle Shoals. And I'm going to tag them in this video too because they need some attention and some props for this. I took it to Ken's. They work on Happies. They sell Happies. And their repair person, whose name is Will, and he is a fine young gentleman, worked on it over the weekend. On our way back into town, we went to Muscle Shoals. It's like a little out of the way on Monday. And I walked in and there was a piece of fabric with the Harley Davidson logo stitched on it, attached to it. You know how when they repair your machine, they stitch something out to test it and then they slip it under the arm just so you know that it's been worked on. And I walked up to it and I said, "Did she stitch this?" And Will said, "Yeah." And I said, "She lives." And so he oiled her, fixed the arm, which was bent, which is no doubt a factor of us putting her in the back of the SUV and toting her all over the United States. And he showed me really how to use the screen. It's not a touch screen, so it's a little different. And so I sold my brother machine on Friday, and as of Monday of this week, less than 72 hours later, I have a 12 needle embroidery machine. And I'm over the moon about it. And I thank Gloria so much for this incredible gift. Shout out to Will at Ken's Sewing Center in Muscle Shoals. He knew everything about it to tell me, and anything else I can find on YouTube. I'm very good at finding things out. But, just so funny. And Kelly just commented, "Mama." Yeah, all of my machines have names, of course. And this one has been affectionately named Mama. She's the oldest embroidery machine I've ever had. And it also happens to go with my theme of naming my embroidery machines after characters from Mama's family. Or not just embroidery machines, sewing machines too. I have a sewing machine that is named after a character in Mama's family. So my brother PR655 was Iola for Iola Boylan from that series. And this beautiful young lady over here she's not a baby, she's Mama. And she's going to be in charge of stitching Designs by Little B files for the foreseeable future. I just can't believe my luck and my the generosity of others and the knowledge, like Will from Ken's. He told me, like, he went to some happy workshop thing to learn how to service them and how to sell them and talk to people about them. And you could tell it was like a car guy talking about cars. I mean, he was just he very knowledgeable, young guy. Hi, Will. If Ken's, they have their own YouTube channel and they have almost as many subscribers as I do. So thanks a lot. Go subscribe to them. And it's a good time to remind you to subscribe to my channel too. It's right beside the video, the name of the video you're watching right now. Just hit subscribe. So now I would like to show you some of the sets that I made. I'm trying to think if I can get over here to this gift I want to do. Now I want to show you a few of the sets that I'm going to have for sale on my website. And I also have it's in the floor. I'm so happy. I can reach what I'm looking for. I also have an announcement to make about something that's going to be, I'll go ahead and do that now because this is really important. And I'm not showing my driver's license on the live with my address and all my information on it. So, they don't have your social security number. Okay. Anyway, one of the things I'm going to have for sale on Saturday, February 22nd at 8 a.m. Central Time at designsbylittleb.com is kits for this zipper bag. This is my new ID wallet zipper bag. The size is 4.5 inches by 3.5 inches. It is not 4x4 friendly. I'm sorry. I could not make it 4x4 friendly and also be able to fit your credit cards and your cards and badges in here. I'm sorry. But this is the new ID wallet. It comes in a size 3 zipper and a size 5 zipper. This is the size 5. When you open it, I have 2 versions. One has fabric on top and one is a top zip. If you're one of those people that doesn't like the top zip, fine, I got fabric on top. When you open it, the front portion is vinyl. Do you see that? Like you were like, what? It's just fabric. No, it's vinyl. So you put your ID right here, and it's got a little fabric pocket behind that to keep your ID. And I don't want to show my credit card numbers, but you can put behind that, you can put the rest of your cards, just like a wallet, receipts, cash, whatever. But you can put your ID up in the front like that, so that when you go, I was going to say when you go buy beer, I don't go buy beer. When you get pulled over, I don't know. When do you have to show an ID? I don't know. You can just show it like this without having to take it out. And if you're like me, I don't know why I am not a regular, Marissa said, what a happy story. Indeed. I'm not a regular woman. I somehow refuse to carry a handbag or a purse, which is ludicrous because I own like 20 of them. So I have this. This is my purse. I take this everywhere. So I've got my key to my car. Oh, bus pass. Yeah. Like you could put anything in there, like your student ID or whatever. Even if some people might not want to have their license in there for like safety reasons, but you could put anything in there. It doesn't matter. I've got my car key, my lip balm. This design is already for sale on designsbylittlebee.com. This is the new applique simple slice. This is the Scrap Buster sanitizer fob. I made these. This is the last project I made with my brother machine. See, this is the Scrap Buster sanitizer fob. This is the new ID wallet. And then this is the applique wristlet. I will link all of these projects in the description to the video as soon as I remember everything that I've said that I need to list below. But one thing that's going to be for sale on the website Saturday morning for the sale is kits to make this. Everything. Melissa, is the zipper plastic? Do you have a link for the zipper? I do have a link for the zipper. These are size 5 zippers that I got from Amazon. I will put links below. It's like nylon teeth, I think. So plastic, yes. I don't use metal teeth. No, don't use metal teeth. So I will have kits for these on Saturday morning. That will include the zipper, and I'm going to let you choose. I might let you choose size 3 or 5. I'm not sure about that. It will include a flash drive with the design and a tutorial on it. It will include the vinyl, so you don't have to go buy a yardage of 12 gauge clear vinyl. That's what we use. And it will include the fabric of your choice. I'm going to start chopping up some of these fabrics I got back here. There's the stack. And I'm going to make kits out of them. It will even include the hardware. Okay? I'm so excited. It's going to be a whole kit. And it will come with the flash drive with the design and the PDF tutorial. I have my own video tutorial coming soon. But in the meantime, Carly Bell from YouTube, if you know her, she's awesome. She does a Friday night sip and stitch. And she's either going to do a special edition of her little tutorial series or a Friday night sip and stitch the first week of March, I think, for this bag. So I will include on your flash drive, I don't know, maybe a link to her YouTube page, something like that. But for me, on Saturday, you can buy the whole kit. It will come to you in the mail. It is a physical item with everything you need. I'll even include the little strap right there. I'll iron out a little strap for you. I can do that. It will include the zipper, the vinyl, the fabric for the bottom, the fabric for the back, the hardware, and a little strap. And a flash drive with the file and the tutorial. Okay? So I'm super excited about that. Those will be physical kits that you can buy. I haven't decided how much they're going to cost. I'm not good at pricing things. I either think of some ridiculous price that sounds insane, or I totally rip myself off. So I don't know. If you can think of a price you think is fair to pay for a kit to make this ID wallet with everything you need, slap a price down there. Let me know your opinion, and I will take that into account because I'm bad at pricing, and I want to know like what people will pay. Like, what would you pay? You know, it's like $5 shipping. So other than that, what? I don't know. So that will be Saturday. That's 3 days. Oh, Patty, you're a VIP member of Carly's? Yeah, Carly has her own. I have a VIP, a membership on my YouTube. She has a website. I think her website has that. Anyway, you can see all that information. I'll link her in the description below the video when I'm done with this. You need to follow her YouTube channel. She is, she's a teacher. She's an educator. I don't think she digitizes. She may digitize like for herself, but she doesn't like digitize like I do, like to make a living. But she's an educator. She knows everything. Like I sent her this file today and said, stitch this out at your leisure. You know, I just want to make sure it's okay. She did it in like an hour. And I bet she didn't even have to look at the instructions. She's awesome. So here are some of the kits, some of the sets that I'm also going to be selling on my website that will be for sale on Saturday morning. It is just a hodgepodge of sets that I stitched out during my last week that I had my embroidery machine that I really knew how to use because I didn't know how to use the Happy yet. Oh, she digitizes designs for the VIP classes. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm sure. I felt sure she knew how. When I said I don't think she digitizes, I was like, I'm sure she knows how because she's a pro. So here are some of the sets that I'm going to have for sale. One thing you might not know about me is that I have a side hustle. I just did it today. I do DoorDash a few times a week. I'll probably be doing it more in the time until we move because we're trying to make extra money to, you know, store away because moving is expensive. And I do DoorDash a few days a week for an hour or two. And with DoorDash, you can like log in whenever you want and just go run DoorDash. And then you quit whenever you want. It's like Uber, if you've ever driven Uber or known Uber. So what I made for myself, and then I made extras in case anybody wants one. I don't know why. So when you drive for DoorDash, you get a little debit card in case you have to go to a place where you have to buy something, like swipe a card. They send you a little debit card once they can trust you. So I made myself an ID holder, a badge holder. Well, mine are glitter, but I made these extra in case anybody runs DoorDash and would like to buy one. This is for my little DoorDash red card. I made a sanitizer case and I made a lip balm fob. And mine is by the front door. But when I go to do DoorDash for an hour or two, I grab my little set of my card, my sanitizer, and my lip balm, and then I can take that with me and I don't have to carry the card around in my wallet or whatever because I don't need that any other time. You can't use it anywhere else. So I made 2 little DoorDash sets. If you know anybody who runs DoorDash and makes a little extra money, Kelly said she can testify that I have the whole set and that I also like to show it to people and go, look, I made all of these. Look, you see? I made these. Yeah, I made these. It doesn't matter who it is. Like grocery store cashier, don't care. And I'm not even advertising myself because I don't sell the items. I sell the designs, and like your average person on the street doesn't have an embroidery machine. So I just tell people because I'm like, look, I made this. Like, you know. So I have 2 sets for those DoorDashes. If you know somebody who's working hard, picked up a side hustle, is trying to make extra money, give them a little Happy. It's so thoughtful, and you know, people are working hard, extra hard right now. Money is tight. I get it. And anybody in your life who has picked up a side hustle, who is running that stuff, would think that's really, I would. Let's just say that. I would think that's really sweet. So here's a baseball set. This is the only baseball set I made. I made the wristlet. All of these things I'm showing you, unless I specify otherwise, are designs for my website too. It's got a baseball wristlet, a baseball sanitizer fob, a baseball key holder. You put your key through that has a, what do you call the thing? The thing that goes on your pocket. What is this? You stick that in and you can put this on your key fob. Ooh, I need to take that for my DoorDash fob. Can always use a pen. Anyway, this little baseball set will be for sale. 2 sets that I'm really proud of, and I want you guys to see this as my customers. I have 2 Golden Girls fob sets that will be for sale on my website. These have all been photographed. They look way better than they do in a plastic bag. And hey, that's enough. Get out. Go away. I miss my shed. I want you guys to see this as my customers. This was the first iteration of the ID wallet. The first iteration had this fabric band at the top, and then it went down to the vinyl, and then it had fabric on the bottom too. Okay, and this is essentially a 1-inch pressed strip of fabric that I expected you to know how to make, like with binding, like a binding tape maker or something. And it was also done in 2 hoopings. I had to do the front of this. That's one thing about that ID wallet I showed you. 1 hooping. 1. If you can make a zipper bag, you can make this. So easy. So this one was 2 hoopings. And like, I hate 2 hooping projects. Like, unless it just has to be done for the function of the project. I really try to stay away from 2 hoopings. I just don't like it. I want to do it and be done with it. So I completely changed the design. So this will probably never be for sale on my website, but you can buy this and it's just as cute. You can buy one of the sets that I made using this 1 strip at the top method. But I just wanted you guys to see that. Like, as a digitizer, you test and you test and you test. And I even shot a video tutorial for that version. And at the end of it, I was just going, man, I want people to be able to do it in 1 hooping. Like, how could I change that? And so I did. So being a digitizer is like, you are constantly figuring out puzzles, even after you think you've got the design figured out. You know, you got to keep going and keep evolving. So I've got these sets like I made that match my wallet, that Hello Kitty fabric I got from Joann. This yellow, red, white, black, and blue fabric I got from Joann. I want to order the entire bolt of it. I want to learn to sew specifically so I can make handbags and stuff with it. I love it so much. And I've got little sets of that. You see I've got my bags numbered because I took pictures of all of them today. I've got little sets that are just a wristlet, a sanitizer, and a lip balm. I've got a few sets that I made like this one. This one is my Barbie vinyl, my Barbie pink vinyl. I only had 1 sheet, so I made what I called a 1-sheet wonder, which is the mini composition book, a sanitizer, and 2 lip balms. You can get all this in 1 8x12 hoop. That's a little set that I have. I have like 6 or 7 Hello Kitty sets. Here's one I made with the original vinyl wallet design. I kind of want to keep this one for myself instead. I don't know. But I really like blue better than red. So this was that original strip of fabric across the top, which will probably never exist on designsbylittlebee.com. I don't know. I shot the tutorial for it and everything. Maybe I'll just throw it out there one day in case anybody wants to buy it. But this was the first. This is another set, and this is included in it. This was the first one I made. I tried to make it 4x4 friendly, and this is what I came up with. Here's how big it is. I mean, I have a big head, but this is ridiculous. You cannot fit anything in here. You can put some coins, question mark. But it does have the front vinyl and a little pocket in the back, and this will be included in one of the sets. I'm just gonna sell it, you know, as just a little treat for you. I've got a set that was made with my watermelon pink vinyl. I've got a handful of sets that were made with this adorable mushroom fabric. And I'm doing a pre-sale of that on Saturday as well. If you could not get enough of that mushroom fabric that I used, I'm going to sell some because I have some yardage. It's a pre-sale though. And it comes with a little mushroom lanyard. This is just sets I put together from things that I found in my studio that I have never used, and things that I have put together some nostalgia from my last, week with my embroidery machine. Here is a blank mini composition book cover with mushroom cats. Hello, adorable. I merged this on here using Embroidery Essentials. I got this design from Urban Threads. This is not my design. And I merged it onto this mini composition book. And then using also Embroidery Essentials, I isolated one of the cats that was winking and I slapped it on my my blank sanitizer fob. You can do incredible things with Embrilliance. You can put anything on anything. You can merge anything. So that will be a big section on the website on Saturday, will be sets that I came up with. And now they're all out of order, and that will be so fun to figure out later. The sets that I stitched out myself, the kits for the new ID wallet that is not out yet, but it will be out Saturday. You can buy the design on the website, or you can buy the whole kit. And that's everything you need. And then Carly will do a tutorial for that in a couple of weeks. I need to have time to cut the kits, get them to you in the mail for you to look over it and familiarize yourself with it. And then Carly will do the tutorial on her YouTube channel. Charlene said, do you teach digitizing? Digitizing is a hard word to say. It's also a really hard word to type. I do. I have a Facebook group that is members only. You have to purchase it through my website. And if you go to designsbylittlebee.com, it's at the top of my website. I hear myself. Somebody's got me on the living room TV. And designsbylittlebee.com, at the top it says Digitizing and Embroidery Education. And that is where you can find my workbooks, my digitizing video course, which I'm going to be adding a ton to in the next month or two. I've got a whole page in my what do I do before I move notebook dedicated to new videos that I'm going to do for the digitizing course. My goal, I will tell you this, I have seen 2 new digitizing software brands come out in the last week of my life. I'm not saying that they just came out in the last week. I'm saying I saw them. There's a John Deere digitizing software, and there is a Designs and Machine Embroidery Dime magazine digitizing software. And I use Stitch Artist. I've used Stitch Artist for over 10 years. And I like to say, when people say, there's Kelly's denim vest. No, that's not, oh, she wasn't making a denim vest. She was making it's like one of those mechanic shirts where your name tag is on it. So it's like cottony. She did all this with that heat and bond stuff. She just cut up fabric and ironed it on there. How cute. So I like to say that I've never used any other digitizing software, but I've never needed to. There's never been a single thing that I thought, well, I can't use Stitch Artist for that.
Oh, really?
That doesn't work for that. So I do encourage you to check out, different strokes for different folks. There are several options out there, but Stitch Artist for me, that's what I teach on. That's what I've used for over 10 years. It's what's put food on my table for over 10 years. I'm pretty loyal. And it's just, to me, I want to say it's the best out there just because I've never needed anything else. It's provided for 10 years of me being the primary breadwinner in my house. So I'm loyal to that. And I also like to say that, like, you can only learn if you are in the market to learn digitizing. In my opinion, it doesn't really matter what software you have if you don't have a great teacher. So I like to consider myself a pretty good teacher, and I also have a ton of experience in making and selling and marketing my own work. So if you buy something else, but there's no way to teach you, you can only learn what you can learn, right? So I'm here for the next year or two as I move to a bit more of a teaching mode, that it's not those who can do and those who can't teach. I can and I do, and I also teach. So I hope you will check out that digitizing course at designsbylittleb.com. On the top of the website, there are different links, like what's on sale, and it says, there's one that says digitizing and embroidery education. And you purchase access to the Facebook group, and you can watch the videos in the Facebook group. I upload more videos in the Facebook group. We interact in the Facebook group. That's where that was just the best outlet, I thought, for that, for me, for right now. So Dolores bought it, and she likes it. Thanks, Dolores. Dolores said, I think you're great too. Thank you. It's good to hear. So that's all I have to talk about, except my new Hello Kitty cheeseburger shirt. I've been wanting a Hello Kitty cheeseburger shirt forever, and I found one at Five Below. It was $5.55. I like your shirt.
Thank you. Nice.
So I gotta go. It's after 9 o'clock. I hear people and children yelling, and guess what? They don't have. What did Dolores say? What about the 30 days on videos on Facebook? I don't know what you mean by that. I'm sure you'll email me. They do not have school tomorrow either. They do not go to school today, and they're not going to school tomorrow because snow, that white flaky stuff outside. So this is going to be fun. And so I got to go do the mom thing and help everybody not stay up until 2 a.m. And that's it. That's kind of anticlimactic. The sale, the kits and the items and all the things will be marked live at 8 a.m. on Saturday. Oh, Dolores said they are going to stop all videos after they've been on Facebook for 30 days. I don't know if that's true, but I will look into it. And we'll just go somewhere else if they do. Don't worry. If you purchase the course, you'll get it. Somehow. Like, we're not going to do that. Facebook is having some problems. It's a crisis right now. I'll find that out. You don't worry about it. You will always have access to it. Somehow. Don't worry about it. I'll figure it out. That's for me to figure out. That's why I make the big bucks. Question mark. So Saturday at 8 a.m. Catalina said, for how long on Saturday? So it's just physical items that are going up for sale. So it'll just be until the physical items are gone. It's not a sale on designs, although I may pick something out to put on sale for the day. I don't know. I haven't thought about that yet. But this sale is a supply, sample, and scrap sale. And it's physical items. So I will mark them live at 8 a.m. Central Time, and they'll just be on there until you buy them all. And then, I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever take them off. They'll just be there. I hope you buy these 35 sets that I squished and snapped and photographed today. All right. So everybody say good night to Mama.
Night.
Good night, Mama. That's our new family member. Kelly said, thanks, Gloria. Thank you again, Gloria. And thank you for joining me tonight. This was very fun, and I'm glad I stayed awake for it. I'm going to get some dessert, and I love you guys. I will see you in the next video, and I'll chat with you in the group. Bye.